Top 5 businesses that you can start anywhere in Africa that has the potential to make you a multi-millionaire. Now, as a small business owner, I really find it difficult to find packaging materials for my other business. Now, this is including carton boxes, stickers, thank you cards, tapes, and all that. Now, these are available in South Africa, or manufacturers are available, but it's very expensive. For somebody like me, let's say I am selling a product on my Shopify store and I'm selling that product for 50 rands, and looking for the shipping boxes, I have to find those boxes for something like 15 rands a box, and I still have to add stickers, to add thank you cards, and that's coming up to a total of 35 rands, whereas I'm only selling a product for 50 rands. That's a lot of money, and that is also going to make the product that I'm selling to be more expensive to my customers. Now, if you can start this business of packaging materials, it can be carton boxes alone, it can be everything for packaging for small businesses, for people who want to ship to their customers who have Shopify stores, Equid stores, you name them. So this is really a good business. When you are starting up, you don't need a lot of capital, and this is how you can do this. So you can go to suppliers like Alibaba and you find the carton boxes, you find all the packaging materials that you can think of. And if you want to customize, let's say I have a small business and it's called AAA, and I want all my boxes to have AAA as a small business owner, and I come to you as a supplier, or you want to provide this service, and I say I want a logo on these boxes that I want to buy from you. You then go to Alibaba, you ask for suppliers for logos, and I place my order on your website, and then I pay upfront fee before you even give me the products, and then you go to speak to the suppliers, the product, or they manufacture these 50 boxes, and then I pay first and you pay the suppliers with the money that customers are paying to you, and then you take your remaining balance as your profit. So when you're starting up, you don't really need a lot of capital, especially if you're gonna customize or personalize these items, the packaging items. If I want thank you stickers and I want a certain message, maybe it's during Valentine's Day, I want different messages. Companies that are manufacturing these or selling these are only maybe selling to bigger businesses that at least they have to buy 1,000 items or 1,000 boxes. But as a small business that cannot afford to start with 1,000 boxes, where do I go? I go to retail stores that are reselling these boxes at a higher price. But if you can be that retail store or that manufacturer, and then afterwards you then move into manufacturing these boxes, having your own machines where you create your own boxes, this will be a very good business for you. There's a lot of packaging materials that are needed that you can start with, and from then you move into manufacturing your own. But in the beginning, you don't need a lot of capital. You still need capital for things like your website, where you market, and also your own branding, so that people know that you are the go-to person for packaging materials. So it's hard for us small businesses to find packaging materials. You can start your own line of only packaging items where you sell to small business owners, and this is a really good business because there are so many small businesses out there. People who are selling clothes who need packaging, they need bubble wraps, others need boxes, others need different items. So you just look at what's in demand and you start selling these items, and that's the first business. The second business is also not going to need a lot of capital, which is a virtual education or virtual teaching. This is what I also do. This is a one-on-one coaching where you don't have to meet people in person. You can do this via Zoom, via Google Meet, and you don't even have to meet or to arrange for transport or to use your fuel to go meet people. This is when you teach people whatever skill you have. This has to be an unquestionable skill that you have. It could be computer skills. I have realized that a lot of people want to do online businesses, but there are people who maybe they don't really have computer skills and they need somebody that can really teach them some of the things. Like people who maybe they started only to have laptops after grade 12 because we're in Africa and we just can afford it that way. And these are the people that do not really have advanced skills in computers, and you have that specific skill where you can teach people how to do some things in their computer, how how to remove a zip file, because some people still find that difficult, and you teach people how to do that, how to convert a PDF. It's unbelievable that there are people who fail or struggle to do that, and you teach these skills. You market yourself, you create valuable content first for free, where you teach people how to do these computer skills. This is just an example. You can come up with any skill that you have, and then you teach people for free. You can create master classes, you can create one-on-ones, and this can be just money that you make every day while you're teaching people your skill, your unquestionable skill. And that's the second business that can make you a multi-millionaire. The third business that I'm going to talk about, this is really a crisis, especially here in South Africa, which is energy, but also in neighboring countries and also in Africa as a whole. So providing solar energy, it can be a very lucrative business that you can start now, but this really needs you to have a lot or a huge capital. So you can do this business in such a way that you can provide the products, the solar panels, the batteries, and also the installation. So you can be the person that, if I need the whole package for my solar system or solar energy, you provide it. And this is going to help you to find more customers, because instead of I as a customer buying a panel on another shop, buying batteries on another shop, you have all three in one. You have the products, and you also have the service, and you install as well. And you're going to be creating jobs for people who are going to be installing these solar panels and batteries. So this is another business that is booming now, and especially in remote areas or rural areas where you can travel for maybe 50 or 100 kilometers without finding any shop that's selling all these items. Now, the other business is real estate. With real estate, it's a very broad business, but you can start with things like Airbnb, which is easy to set up or to start. You can start with your own property. If maybe you do have a lot of vacations, or you're not always in your place, your house, your apartment, you can rent these out during the times that you are not there, and people pay, and you just have to set up your Airbnb account and you start advertising your place, and this is Airbnb. Or if you have money, you build like some double stories, only bachelors, and you start with Airbnb. If you don't have people who want to rent out full-time, and then you move into full-time. If you have an apartment that's vacant, maybe you don't really stay there full-time, think of doing this and start this as a side hustle. Then later, when you make more money, you increase and build a business out of that. And the last business that I'm going to talk about, it is what we're doing now, which is e-commerce. So with e-commerce, it's also broad, but you can also sell on other marketplaces like Amazon. You can sell on eBay, you can sell on Take a Lot, depending on where you are and if these platforms work where you are. And you can also have your own Shopify store, your Equid store, and this is e-commerce when you sell online. But now with this method, you need to find good winning products, and this is how you make money, finding fast moving products or winning products, and you market your business. And e-commerce is going nowhere. A lot of people are now normalizing buying online, even here in Africa. So every day there's always new people who are buying online or trying out to buy online to see if it's really doable. And even groceries, now people are buying online. So you can never go wrong with e-commerce, and this is where the money is. E-commerce is making billions in a year. And if out of those billions that are being made, you're not even getting your portion of 1,000, you are missing out. And those are your 5 businesses that you can start and make your millions. You start today, and then you are on your way to make your millions, depending on how fast, what budget you have, and you will be able to do this. And we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching up to here. See you in the next video. Cheers.